Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? This is Nico'S in Paris presser. Kind of forgot about it. It's gonna be a quick one. 1-3 throughout the season. Pretty bad, honestly. It's not great. You know, we we've played Nick Lowe, and we played Garby, which seem to be some of the highest scoring teams this year. Honestly, out of the five people I think who are tied for sixth place right now, I think I've got more scored points by a decent margin. So my team's not really doing terrible, stacked up to some of the other worser teams in the league. However, we got to get wins. Points don't matter unless you get that W at the end of the week. So, made a little bit of a trade. Alex kind of already went over it. It's a 4-weeker. I'm hoping it kind of just gives me enough time for CMC to potentially get back, like week 8, week 9. 4 weeks, so 5, 6, 7, 8. Trade him back week 9. So I'm just hoping, CMC is going to be back around that time. If he comes back a little bit sooner, then we've got 3 decent running backs, David, CMC, and then, Chuba Hubbard. So that would be a pretty decent stack there with that flex option. We've got decent wide receivers. Brian Thomas Jr. is coming out to be a star. Wide receiver 3 flex option every single week. I think on some people's teams, he might even be in a wide receiver 2 or a 3. So really happy with that draft. He was late. I took Coleman and Brian Thomas Jr., kind of rookies there, and I took two shots at it in the draft a little bit later, and I'm just glad we got one of them to really kind of produce this season. I think he's going to be number 1, number 2 in that offense, and he's the deep threat. He's he's the touchdown threat there. Christian Kirk's really pulling it out now that he's kind of getting involved. So hopefully we can just keep BTR, BTJR, whatever you want to call him, Brian Thomas Jr., kind of in that mix there and keep producing. Nico's been phenomenal. I think he's wide receiver 2 right now overall. I would love to have taken that $100 bet from Nick Lowe last week when he was trying to sell me, or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was. He was trying to sell me Tyreek Hill for Nico, telling me that Tyreek Hill would be season long a way better asset and ranked higher. But hey, live and learn. I wasn't willing to do it at that time. I couldn't back it up. It's just me and Nick Lowe going back and forth. So love that type of stuff. It's what I live for in this time of year. Got to have somebody that you like to bicker with, unfortunately. But all love to the man. He's got a great team. He beat me like 2 weeks ago, or this past week. So can't be terribly too pissed off about it. You're always jealous of the people you're who's beating you. But kind of run down that list. Monty's great. Wish he could have gotten that second touchdown instead of Gibbs. But fuck it, whatever. I think he's going to be an amazing RB2 all season long. Lions seem to be absolutely going crazy. Mike Evans showed back up. Jesus Christ, got something in my fucking eye. Mike Evans showed up. That was amazing. Need him to keep doing what he's doing. Traded away Ayuk. Man hasn't gotten more than like 7.5 points this whole year. So we got back Shakir. Honestly, name-wise, of course, Ayuk's way bigger. Talent-wise, I think he's way more talented. I just think how he's being used in that offense is just not up to standard for that big name. And so Shakir's a good just like little gadget guy. He's a wide receiver 3. He's a flex guy. Honestly, he ain't a wide receiver 3 in my squad. So, but that gives us Atwell. We just picked up Jacoby Myers, and now we've got Shakir as well, kind of rounding up that wide receiver 3 flex spot. So hopefully we can keep that going. I think we're going to be hit pretty hard here week 6 and 9 for bye weeks this season. So we're really needing CMC to come back. We picked up Siebert, Washington Commanders kicker, I do believe. He's been scoring crazy points, so I think he's going to be, if he was on the team week 1, I think he was injured or something. I don't know. Maybe he replaced whatever, but he's doing fantastic. So hopefully we can keep him going. He's looking great. We got Dixon still, I think punter 2 overall. So still very happy with that. Jets, I think they're top 7 or 8 or something like that. So still solid defense there. Thought about picking some people, another defense this week, but didn't end up happening. Shit, dude, I don't even know if I have anything to pierce this beer with. We'll use this. So, just chugging along, honestly. It's hard when you're QB1 and you're RB1 and overall number one consensus fantasy player overall in the entire league and before the season. That's just hard to come back from, and we're really feeling it right now. So honestly, it's not the best right now, but hopefully we can get it like a somewhat even record, and that'll help us out, honestly, for the year. And just trying to get this bitch in before I get a fine, honestly, which would be awesome if I could do it. I'm at my mom's house, not babysitting, but dog sitting. She's out of town, so kind of out of my element at the moment. But let's go ahead here. Let's try to get this bitch going. I love this necklace, man. It's got super duper sharp edges, which gives me a bunch of fucking shit, but bitch opens up a fucking hole like no other in shit metal. So, alrighty, boys. I don't know. It not looking great so far. Need to produce here in the future. Got that beer. Here we go. Cheers, boys. Woo! Been a while since I had that Busch Light. But yeah, see you boys in the next round. Spilled a tiny bit. I do apologize.